I was trained as a scientist. My background's in the hard sciences, physical sciences, the earth sciences. In the 60s and 70s, when I received that training, there was no room for the possibility of the kind of things that we're talking about now, the kinds of things that suggest that our inner world and our inner thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs in any way affect the world around us. And it was through direct experience. What I began to understand was that this is the great secret that everyone knows except us in the West. Almost any other culture that we go to, from the monasteries in Egypt and Tibet and India and Bolivia and Peru, the indigenous traditions, little villages in the Andes Mountains, they all know that there is this experience that we can have inside of our bodies that affects our world in some way, and our science simply has not allowed for that historically. Well, I was trained as a scientist, and I was trained to look in the world around me for my answers, so I began to go to these places. I began to go into the monasteries, all the places that I mentioned. And it was through the direct experience of sitting in the presence of people who have lived and practiced the kinds of traditions, the other authors I'm so blessed to be sharing this, the stage and this information with, that they teach about. And what we begin to understand is that this is the place where science got it wrong. There are two places, two assumptions that science has made, modern science. And they're coming full circle and correcting that now. But the first one is that the space that we believe is empty is not really so empty. It's full of a living essence, of a living material that we're only beginning to understand, number one. And number two, the fact, and it is a fact now, that we may have experiences inside of our bodies that influence the world beyond our bodies through the conduit of what's in this space. So it was in going into the monasteries and the nunneries and speaking with the indigenous people, looking at them eye to eye, heart to heart, God to God, and I could say to these people, when you just performed that miracle, when you just performed that miraculous healing, what is it that you did inside of your body to make that happen? And if I didn't understand what they told me, I'd ask them again and again and again through the translators until I understood that they were creating an experience, producing an effect inside of their bodies that my science never told me was possible or existed.
Hi everybody, welcome to the page. This is Harrison Klein. I know you've just seen a video by Gregg Braden, and he is one of the great superstars of this half-decade who has brought you amazing information through tons of research. And there's a movement going on afoot in this world right now. It's a movement of consciousness. It's a movement of energy. It's a movement of spiral thinking in a new way. And it's emerging, and I'm the one to bring it to you right now. This is the World Intuition Summit, where we are combining the world of psychic phenomena, the world of scientific research, and the world of personal growth and development. And we are making that into one language, and we are going to have some valuable stuff no matter who you are, what you do, whatever you want to accomplish in this world, and your life will be easier because of the World Intuition Summit. I guarantee it. So leave your name and email address to the right at the box. We are going to rock this world with you in it. I guarantee it. Come join us, okay?